Hello everyone, in this video what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the different access specifiers that are used in C++ specifically. And access specifiers, we're just going to have to look at them briefly. What access specifiers essentially are is something that in object-oriented programming you use in a class so that you can control who can access the data members or the member functions. So for example, I have a class here called class A, and I have at the bottom the main function. So inside of that class, I'm just going to keep it simple. We're going to create just one variable, and I'm going to create an integer variable called var, and I'm going to set it to 99. Perfect. Alright, once I've done that, I'm going to try and access it over here in int main. Now before I do that, what you usually would do, if you remember, is that you would go up here and you would say public, right? Or you can just go here and just enter public, right? Now what this does is that whatever comes after the keyword public is considered public. Okay, now I can come over here and I can create an object. Okay, and I'm going to say obj.var. Okay, and I'm gonna output this, so I'm gonna see out this. So if I just do that real quick, alright, so as just say, I'm just gonna compile this. And it's gonna take some time to compile, and once it's actually done compiling, then I'm going to actually run the program. And you can see it prints out 99, which is awesome. Now the thing about public is that what public does essentially is that public allows you to access the variable outside of the class. Okay, outside of the class. However, if I were to make this private, okay, I can make it I can write private, or I can remove it, because by default it's private. If you don't mention an access specifier, it's considered private. So if I do that, and if I run the program, you can see already it's giving me this syntax error. Okay, my plugin is picking that up. So nevertheless, let me just run it. You can see it gives me an error. Okay, it doesn't compile. When I was compiling, it says declared private here, so this variable is declared private. Now that's because it's private. If I were to put protected, right, protected, and then run it, then it's gonna give me the same error as well, declared protected. So protected and private doesn't allow you to access the members of the class inside the main function, or outside of the class, you can say. So public allows that. Now what is the difference between protected and private? Well, the thing with protected is that what protected does versus what private does is private, or let's start it from protected. Protected allows you to access these data members of that class which are declared protected in some other classes as well. So if I were to make another class called maybe class B and inherit class A from class B from class A, right, then I can within class B still access class A's data member, which is the variable or the functions that are declared protected. However, with private says that private means that you cannot access them at all, even if you do inheritance or you don't do inheritance, or you access them in the main, you try to access them in the main, or any other way, you cannot access them.